Hey everybody, Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year to those of you that celebrate it, which I hope is everybody, but you never know these days. Anyway, I just wanted to walk through a few changes that we've made here to the search, or actually additions we've made to it. So the first thing is, now we're sorting the list when you naturally come into it by highest to lowest rating, okay? So you can change that. You can change that to low here for those of you that like to look at the negative side of things. Now, obviously, not everybody's going to agree with the ratings that we have in here. I understand that. You can voice your opinion in the Facebook group. You can also contact us if there's a school you think that sucks, or if you think one's better than what we've rated it. Another thing that's been added in here is something called closed. Now, the reason we did this is, let's say for some reason somebody comes up to you and says, hey, you know what? There's this fantastic school named Dear Kid. I worked for it a couple years ago. You got to work there. You get paid just $40 an hour. Well, if you come to our site and then you search there and you don't see Dear Kid, you're going to think that we're incompetent as you know what. Well, the thing is, in the past we didn't list these schools because we just didn't see them as being available. Now, the way we determine this is we don't have a lot of information about them in our Facebook group and other places on the internet, except for old data like we have here. And we keep running into things like this page isn't working. I think that if there's a online school that's trying to teach to children, and if their website continues to not work, there's probably a problem with that school. So we just consider that to be closed. If we make a mistake and there's a school that's not closed that we put into the list, please let us know. We're more than happy to make a change and admit that we made a mistake. Now, another thing that we have in here as well is we have this, and we had this before. It's the available information. Now, it's not that it's super confusing, and it might just be one of those things that we thought was going to be nice that you don't really care about. But what this is when you're searching the internet and you're looking for these different schools, I'm sure that you found that you'll go and there's not much information for a school, right? So what we do is we rate these. Now, just to be on the safe side, you can always just keep this cranked up to 3. Anywhere between 3 to 5, you can feel confident that we've been able to produce enough information. Now, if you crank it down and you go from 1 to 2, then you know that you're running more of in an area where there's just not as much information. Anytime with these sliders, you can always reset this. Also at the top, there's a reset in case things get a little too convoluted for you. Another thing that we did add, so again, this was here before. One thing that we did add is this teach other languages. The reason we did this is we realized that some of you are bilingual, some of you are polyglots, and we wanted to make sure that we have this option so that way you can filter through and find other schools that do allow you to teach on their languages. A lot of these schools will be the create your own profile, but other ones won't be. And obviously all you need to do if you wanted to sort through the ones that are not create your own profile, you just click yes, and then you go up here and you just click, 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 and click. Oh, there's one more. What else is in here? Oh, the UK. So now you're looking at real schools. You're not looking at create a profile. Okay, if that makes sense. So anyway, we're still working on this. As you can see, okay, this is in test mode. However, we do feel fairly confident that you can use this to find your next job. Again, this is the reset. We're continuing to add in more schools on a daily basis. I think that most of the programming and most of the thought put into how we're going to get this set up is already done. Would love to still hear some feedback from you. If there's a change we can make, we'll make it. But I do want to explain, though, that the more you add to it, the harder it is for it to search. And we're already running on a very fast server. We run on WP Engine. For those of you that understand web hosting, I mean, that's as good as you can get. But we just don't want to jam in too much information, make it difficult to search, or make it to where the search results come back extremely slow. All right. Okay, well, that's about it. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this. We'd love to hear back from you on, how this is going. If there's anything else you want to add, whatever the case, okay? So please contact us either through Facebook or you can contact us as well through the website, okay? Thanks a lot. Have a happy new year again and again. Bye-bye.